I got to play a small slice of the newest Zelda Warriors game, Age of Imprisonment, and while it was brief, one thing is for sure, I thought it was damn good. So after 20 minutes of hands-on time, I've got 5 key takeaways for you. One is that this game is canon. Age of Calamity was pretty wishy-washy with the alternate timeline stuff, but this time in Age of Imprisonment, they're going all in and making everything you see in this game, according to Nintendo, true to the mainline story. We all know what happens in the end with Ganondorf, but there are of course a lot of questions about what happened before and after. 2. Because this is a canon Zelda Warriors game, now I'm looking forward to getting my hands on the rest of the character roster, because what I saw from just Zelda, Rauru, and Minoru alone, it was so good. 3. Unique skills replace your Sheikah slate. It's split up into 2 direction-specific special moves and 2 pieces of Zonai equipment, and these can destroy weak point gauges or counter specific attacks. Really satisfying to pull off a counter when done correctly. 4. Sync strikes really change up the strategy, not just because it's a powerful attack that requires 2 characters, but it's because it needs 2 character and the nature of Musou games that require you to divide and conquer the map, making you strategize when your characters should work together or go separately along the map. Really cool. And 5. Rauru is just SSJ3 Goku. Changed my mind. During my time with Age of Imprisonment, we got to head underground with Rauru, Minoru, and Zelda. Zelda mentions that this is her first time in the depths and didn't know that this existed. Minoru explains that the depths have multiple sites of sacred power, and she's been collecting constructs for her research. She wasn't able to investigate the depths on her own until Zelda and her powers of light came along to give them the good old beatdown. Each character, of course, has their unique style, with Zelda slashing with a strange yellow Zonite sword and light projectiles, Rauru with spear and beam attacks, and Minoru with a bunch of contraptions cobbled together from Zonai equipment. I felt right at home plowing through little frogs, and constructs as someone who played a lot of Age of Calamity. But even those with some experience with any Musou game will likely find this easy to pick up. From the first game, you still have your regular and strong attack combos, dashes, flurry rushes, guarding, weak point smashes, gathering materials for crafting, the whole shebang. Attacks are flashy, have massive AoE, and are always fun to dole out. Where it really changes in Age of Calamity is through the R button menu and unique attacks. Changed up from the Sheikah slate, unique attacks with the Y or X buttons are character-specific attacks that can counter specific moves. The Y version counters opponents dashing towards you, such as a construct's forward lunge pulled straight out of Tears. The Y version counters opponents dashing towards you, and the X version counters aerial or jumping attacks, such as the Frox's leap attack. These attacks can be used on their own for extra damage, but hitting these specific counters seems much more worthwhile with an extra follow-up at the end. These attacks have a cooldown, just like before with the successful use of the Slate ability. The interesting thing though is that the A and B versions on the same menu are customizable Zonai equipment, each with specific properties that are changeable in the D-pad right menu. This lets you change your loadout on the fly depending on what the enemy's weaknesses are. However, the Zonai equipment uses Zonai batteries which need to be replenished, so it can't be spammed forever. The cool thing about this equipment though is that it can be dropped and attacks without your input, which can really help out dish out the damage. No friendly fire by the way, so you won't burn yourself alive with the flame emitter. Enemies also have weaknesses that carry over from Tears of the Kingdom, such as Frox eating bombs, weak shots to the eye, or attacking its backside ores. So if you played Tears of the Kingdom, you'll have a leg up on the general idea of how to take on what you're up against. Sync attacks are the biggest game changer in my opinion, because in Age of Calamity, most characters were solo ventures attacking different points on the map. But sync attacks are so powerful that having 2 characters working together to pile through an enemy quickly to save time makes you reconsider where to send units to keep them together or separated. These attacks are slow to charge, so you'll have to unleash them strategically. Each sync attack pair-up is completely varied, from multi-directional beams you can control, or a completely alternate form such as Mineru's powered-up construct, making some probably worse or better in some situations. Just thinking about the final possible roster for this game and designing an interacting sync attack across all characters sounds like a very daunting task, but one I'm looking forward to. I also played on Switch 2, and as a Musou game notoriously known for being chaotic with lots of things going on, performance had absolutely no issues throughout my run. This is promising since Age of Calamity did hitch a bit on the previous gen tech. While the preview was fairly short with a little teaser at the end, I got a pretty good idea of how good Age of Imprisonment feels. And it feels damn good. I think the fact that this game already has good legs, and it has yet to show me the characters I really want to see, just makes me more excited for its release on November 6th this year.